Hey, what's up everyone? My name's Kevin Boudreau. I also go by Kevin Flat here on YouTube and on Twitter. I appreciate all the positive feedback you guys left on my latest video where I go over my first deposit of $50 all the way to the point of my first losing month, which happened to be when I lost $70,000 in one night. Up until that point, I had never lost more than $20,000 in a day, so that was pretty brutal. But the reason I'm making this video is because a lot of you guys were asking, where do I find the Aleomagnus guide to sit and goes? I was able to track that down despite 2+2 being down after it was hacked. I put that on my blog and I'll leave the link in the description box below. Keep in mind this was very old and was intended only to beat the $10 sit and goes. It's a little outdated, but there's still some gems in there that you can take away if you're just getting into sit and goes now. The first one being how tight you should play early. The reason you make money in sit and goes is because other people make mistakes. One of the biggest mistakes being you play too loose both pre-flop and post-flop early. One of the other things to take away is the idea behind all-in or fold play in sit and goes. You reach a point around 10 big blinds where it doesn't make sense to be raise folding. So at that point you want to be going all in to maximize your fold equity. The third and final gem to take away is how top heavy tournaments can be. He goes and makes an example how you'd much rather have 15 first places, 0 second places, and 15 third places, then 10, 10, and 10. It kind of sounds like Herman Cain's 999. This was perfect foundation for me. It taught me play tight early. Once we get to the bubble, you don't want to be calling it all in, you want to be shoving. And once you got into the money, you don't want to fold and try to get second, you want to play for first. Some people might say it might have been a little cheap to use a guide like this, but it reminds me of Nananoku in his Poker Stars documentary where he talks about, or it might have been his friend talking about how in video games you just go for the cheapest move you have to win. Until they find a way to beat that move, you just keep using that cheap move over and over again. That's kind of how I felt sit and goes were. You could just play really tight, early, aggressive late, and make good money. You obviously need to learn a lot more to be successful these days, and even back then to move up the limits, I had to spend lots and lots of time on 2+2. I hope you guys found this helpful. If you have any questions on sit and goes, it's probably the area I had the most expertise. I think I played over 20,000 sit and goes in the span of 2 or 3 years. And the only reason I stopped was when Party Poker pulled out of the USA. It went from a 10-person sit and go on Party Poker to the 9-person sit and go on Poker Stars. The games on Poker Stars were much tougher than Party Poker, and I thought I'd be more profitable to play multi-table tournaments and cash games. Well, once again, I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys have questions about. And if you really want to help me out, you can share it on Facebook and Twitter.